Hey boys and girls, welcome to another super exciting, outrageous toy review. Today, we are taking a look at Mutagen Man from the Vintage Ninja Turtles line. This is part of a series of special videos we're doing all month long about Vintage Ninja Turtles. I have my friend Mike Breaux from the Breaux Show here, and my buddy Nick.
Of Nick. Not Nickelodeon, because, no.
Nick.
Oh,
do they still do that? They don't do that.
I don't know.
The sliming? Yeah, I think they do.
No, that song.
I don't know if they do or not anymore.
Nickelodeon.
So yeah, Mutagen Man. He's just a cool toy.
He is a cool toy.
He's a cool toy. This one is my personal favorite of the entire original line. Only because when you look at him, number one, not quite a man. He's just kind of this big blob and mass. But you could actually open him up. I'll open him up carefully here. And inside, he has his brains showing, his eyeballs. He kind of looks like Kane from RoboCop 2 when he's put into the robot piece. But he has all sorts of pieces in here too, like, where is it here? The pizza, like a banana peel, all sorts of stuff.
Like an apple core, I think.
Yeah, and you fill him with water, so it all floats around inside. And that was just cool to me. It would be a big mess if you like dropped him or anything, but he just looked cool. And then he had his nice big blaster. 9 times out of 10 it would be lost or anything for me. But it was just a cool design. You had this backpack here that was actually just really neat and came off. And you could see more. You could even take off all of the armor if you really wanted to just get a good feel of him. And he just looked gross.
Like, yeah, he's got that gross out factor.
He's got a lot of gross out factor. And the fact that you see his muscles and whatnot too. So him standing against the turtles, yeah, he would just be like, "Rah!" And they would just run because what the heck is that? So yeah, lots of water. Oh, there's a fish in there too. Wow. He had his own goldfish. I forgot about that. He's just a cool figure. Like the design, the makeup, everything. I forget what his backstory was, but I just thought of him as Kane from RoboCop 2. Kind of evil until he had his, fix.
He's definitely one of those figures where as a kid, you could pretend Krang made him, or you could, Shredder's another, trying to create more mutants, and it went wrong, which gives you a lot of like fun Frankenstein play scenarios, and then to go have him battle the turtles. Because he's so weird, you could pretend he's like, impossibly strong.
Yeah.
He did appear in the vintage cartoon, but again, like most of those bad guys, it's like one and done appearances. That's one of the things I think they did a really nice job with the 2012 series was. Characters that got in that show would come back frequently enough that they could actually develop characters more than a one-off.
Yeah, and they had him in that cartoon
he was
as well.
Quite a bit, actually.
He was kind of in the background for a while because Donnie messed him up. So, yeah, no, it's just a cool figure. One of the things that it reminded me of, too, is back in the day when I used to play role-playing games and stuff, I would play the Turtles game. And there was a character in there called Brain Drain, which was basically a living brain inside a kind of robotic exoskeleton. And I always thought that this was like a leftover version of him as well in my play time. So this was Brain Drain, actually, not Mutagen Man.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Nick, he wants to play with you.
Let's see, little guy.
He's your special little guy.
Now, did you have Mutagen Man as a kid?
I did not.
No. Okay.
There's only, when you start collecting them, that you figure out how many.
Oh yeah, there's so many.
The turtle line is massive. The vintage turtle line is massive. Of course, they repurposed the turtles every kind of theme you can think of. Baseball, a birthday,
Star Trek.
Star Trek, yeah.
Universal Monsters.
Yeah.
Yep. But you didn't get ones like this all the time, and they never really reissued this one. This was one that was...
Yeah, I don't feel like they reissued a lot of the bad guys. They did a good job of keeping the basic Turtles in stores for a long period of time, which I think is one of the strengths of the way Playmates sells their toys. They always keep the core Turtles out there, even though they're doing the variants. Because I know that all the toy companies insist that kids have to have, like, a repaint.
Right.
But as a kid, I just always wanted it to look like...
The
it
Turtles.
did in the cartoon.
Yeah.
I wanted it the most normal versions. And I had a few of the variants and had a lot of fun with them. But I also wanted like the original versions, so like in a Kenner Batman line, I would never jump at the one with lightning bolts on his armor. Like I wanted a black and gray one or a blue and gray one,
But Batman with lightning bolts was like a taser face.
But the Turtles always seemed like even the bad guys could have easily gotten repaints or new accessories, and they could have refreshed them and sold them again. Because it's such a wacky line.
Agreed.
You really could do anything with the paint schemes.
Well, what was great too about a lot of the line is that where you had the Turtles being reissued and a lot of their parts reused or whatnot, the actual bad guys, 99% of the time, was a brand new mold, brand new figure, nothing reused. Like, you can't really reuse any of this on any other character.
Right.
Same thing with like Shredder, except for that one arm, it was just always like this.
They did repaint Shredder though.
Did they?
For the Toon Turtles line.
Oh, that's right.
They
Yeah.
just put him out in better colors, but he still was a terrible figure.
Yeah. Toon Turtles. Oh, that hurts my head. Okay.
Come with little TVs.
Yep. Yep. And they were kind of a pop glow color.
Yeah, the pearlized.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. A little shine to them. Yeah, you don't want to shine that. You can't shine Mutagen Man, however. You just can't. He's just too cool. So Mutagen Man, hang out here. There you go.
My buddy.
My buddy. My buddy and me.
Wherever I go, he is. Alright, thanks for watching this super exciting, outrageous toy review. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos.